Hi there, I'm Bruce from ProDrive. So pandemic's been really difficult for anyone that manages teams, as I'm sure you probably know if you're watching this video. And keeping in touch with your staff, making sure they're feeling okay, making sure they're engaged is even more critical. And obviously the lockdown in the UK is dragging on. People are getting really weary of it, fed up with it now. And it's affecting their mental health and their physical health as well. And ultimately, that's a really bad thing for your business. So look, obviously nothing can replace proper one-to-ones. Obviously at the moment, this is done by video call. However, some people do feel uncomfortable revealing the true extent of their feelings on a video call, so you're not capturing everything. And this is where the power of the survey comes in. So you can get some really powerful feedback from surveys that can inform business decisions, and particularly if the survey is anonymous. So sending a basic survey, it's actually really, really simple, particularly if you've got Office 365, it's all built in. So we put together a short video here to explain how. Please watch on, I hope you find it useful. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is to go to the Forms website, which is forms.office.com. You might be asked to log in with your Office 365 password. So once the Forms page loads, you should get the option, there you go, to create a new form. So let's do that. So firstly, you want to give your form a title. So let's call it Staff Survey. You can give it a description if you want, and then you can start adding questions. So first question, you probably want to put just a text field for someone to put their name in. Now, important thing here, you can see on each question, you can make it required or not. Our advice is with a staff survey, don't make the name field required. You want to give people the option to answer it anonymously. And it might even be worth putting a little note in there saying, leave blank. Yes, there you go. Just to make it really clear. There's something extra we need to do for that, which I'll show you in a minute. So now you can start asking your survey questions. Our advice on this is to keep it short. If you make it too long, people won't answer it. So you're going to want to add some fields. Now, the best thing to do is to do rating fields. You can do them in a couple of ways. You can do a rating. So you probably won't ask this exact question, or maybe you will. So there you go. So someone can now do a rating, 1 to 5 stars, and you should make these fields required, by the way. You can also do the ratings another way by using this Likert, which you might say something like rate the following statements, and then you can call the options, I don't know, totally untrue, partially untrue. You get the idea. And you can create as many options as you like. I always leave 4, so totally untrue, partially true, totally true. But depends how you want to do it. And then you can put statements in there like, I love my colleagues, I love my line manager, etc., etc. You get the idea. Again, make sure that's required. Now, a good tip is always to leave a text field that someone can write their comments in. So please add any other feedback. And you get the option here to tick this thing that says long answer, which means they can write a paragraph of text in. Again, it's just soliciting that that feedback that you're looking for to feed back into your business. And a final tip, there's something called Net Promoter on here. Now, if you've not heard of Net Promoter, it's a really powerful way of understanding if you're doing a good job in your organization. And the whole point is about using one question to identify whether someone will recommend your business based on their experience. So it's often used in customer service feedback, but it's really powerful for employee feedback as well. So you probably want to change this question. It gives you the default one. How likely you are to recommend us. So you probably want to put as an employer, And maybe remove the colleague part as well, because that's probably not relevant. And then it can give you a rating of 1 to 10. The way Net Promoter works is 9 and 10 is positive, 7 and 8 are neutral, and anything below a 7 is a negative. So you've got your questions. Now we're ready to make this form look a bit colourful. You can see in the top right-hand corner here, there's this theme button. If you click on that, you've got some lovely pre-populated themes that Microsoft give you. So you can choose any of those. Let's just click on this one here now. So there we go. We've got some color in the background. And the final thing you're going to want to do is to just make it, you remember I said earlier about making sure the form is anonymous. So if you click on these 3 dots up here, settings, and on this bit here, who can fill in this form, you want to change that to anyone can respond. So now you're pretty much good to go with that form. The final thing you probably want to do is just check it. Press the preview button here. So that's all looking good. You can also put your logo on if you want to, your business logo. So once you've done that, if you click the share button, and this is how you send your form, and you see, check a link to the form here, you can copy that link, and then you can either email that. One of the suggestions I have is if you're using Teams, paste it in Teams and ask people's feedback. It's a bit of a friendlier way of sharing it than sending an email. Email's quite formal, but always make sure that you do state that the form can be filled in anonymously. It's really important if you want to get good engagement from it. And finally, once you get the results through, you'll be able to go back into your form, click on this responses tab here. You'll see the results in there, and you'll also be able to download them as an Excel sheet. So what I'm going to do is just go back to one that we did earlier. There you go. You can see we just did one answer there. You see the responses, and you can see I can open all those responses in an Excel sheet, or I can drill into get a bit more detail on each question there. So that's it. Really simple. And if all that sounds like it's a little bit too complicated, then if you go to the link in the blog, there's actually a pre-populated one that we made earlier for you. You just paste the link into your web browser, give it a second, and you've got the option to duplicate it and put into your forms collection in your Office 365 ready to send. So dead simple. Hope that was useful, and good luck surveying.